everybody. Eileen with Lena Joy Creative Studio. Back at it again. It's the weekend. Been so busy. It seems like the weekend is the only time I can get in here and play around and paint. So the weekend has become my favorite time. As you can see, it's cold in here. I got the beanie on, the sweater on. But yet I have the door open because, you know, I still want to see the prettiness outside. I got a pine tree right out front, so I like to look up every now and then and see it. So we're back at it. I'm coming back in and looking at the dried versions where we started with the treetops of varying colors. I might add a little bit more gold to one of the trees because it looks kind of bland, and a little bit more red to another one. But so far, so good. And today I'm going to come in and get some brown in with the branches and some of the treetop sections here and try to do the tree trunks. And if I have enough time and I'm not too cold, then I'll go ahead and do some grass here, and then we'll just take it from there. So time to have some fun. Let's paint. Alrighty, so mix up some black and some raw sienna because I just wanted a little bit of the raw sienna to come through. I'm hoping that it does as I go ahead and try and get enough but not too much of that color in here just for the branches and such. So here we go. Maybe a little much, but there we go. For the next guy. So yeah, I've been thinking about this all week while I've been at work. Yeah, it's kind of fascinating to me that no matter what I'm doing, I'm always thinking about my current painting or some idea pops in for the next. And I pretty much want to get it going again and again. So I don't know if the rest of you guys are like that when you're painting, how something sneaks up on you. You just kind of think about it all the time, or the ideas come to you as you're falling asleep or even in the shower. It's kind of funny. Alrighty, and so I've got a bit, oh, if you see me turning around, I've got two camera angles going on, so put some branches in here. Once that dries, I might cover that a little bit more, add some more paint, but for right now I think I'm good with that. You know, tree branches are never exactly perfect and they kind of squiggle a bit, so I'm hoping here, let me add some more of the sienna and some gold and mix that up a little bit to do these tree trunks. Now, I've never done a tree trunk with a palette knife before, so we shall see how that goes. Yeah. The only way to find out is to try it out. And you know what? If I don't like it, I can always paint over it with the background color and start over. So I'm starting to realize that I don't have to be too stressed out about things like that. Because in the beginning, oh my goodness, I was a total wreck with like, oh, if it doesn't come out perfect, so what? Just try again. Alrighty. I think I've got enough, hopefully not too much. Let me see if you can see that there. Yeah. Alright, let's have at it. So far, so good. I mean, it's kind of thin. It's a itty bitty tree. And if you notice, I have like a lot of paint on here and stuff, so kind of like a, what was it that impasto style where it's kind of gloppy and you've almost got a 3D kind of look to it with the paint. I don't know why, but I like that. Maybe it's the messy kindergartner in me. I don't think I've ever been one for having that perfect look. I mean, I adore things that look beautiful and realistic, but that's not where I'm going right now with my style. It's I don't know if I'll ever be there or want to do that, but I just kind of go with what I can do at the moment. And then for me, it's just about the progress that's shown through, you know, with the decades of work eventually that I'll have. You'll just start to see that. So for me right now, it's all about having fun and enjoying the process of what I'm doing. See, now look here, this little thing. The palette knife went a little crazy, but it could also be like a little branch that got broken off. So there's that, you know. And there's the tree trunk is a little thicker here, the base. Not super realistic. We know it's a painting. I'm always in awe of the people whose paintings look so realistic, but I kind of like when mine look like I was just in here playing around with some paints. So, like I said, it's for me, and then those that appreciate it, that's all well and good too. That's a scuttle guy. Has some other little branches in here that you can see for a bit. Doesn't have to be much. I just kind of feel my way through things. That's a little peekaboo branch in there. As I know, I'm going to come back once this is dry and add some more of that color to it. So that's good enough for me. Like I said before, my favorite season is autumn. I just like the vibrancy of the leaves, and the change is just so beautiful to me. Now this tree here, a little fatter than I anticipated, but I'll go ahead and make it work. Like I said, things aren't perfect. What I'll do to fix this is probably add some more leaves at the top, make it look a little fuller than what it is right now. Widen up the bottom of that trunk there. At the bottom. Make it make sense here. think my paintings started to be a little bit more free as I started to feel a little bit better about them. You know, confidence, or just the fact that, you know, knowing that things could change in an instant. And that's quite all right. Make a little tree knot there. This little guy come up a little bit. And it's not too bad. Just have fun with what you're doing. And enjoy the process. Because everything that I'm doing today is something that I've wanted to do for years. And I can look back at it and be like, huh, I made that happen in one way or another. Fill this guy up a little bit here, this little red one, once this is all dry. I actually do like the way the palette knife gives me the ridges at the bark. Being that I like that so much on this one, I might do that on this little guy here. A little more. If you pay attention, your art will tell you what it needs or what it's meant to be. See how I'm just adding that here, and as it dries, it's gonna look like the roughness on a tree bark. So, learning as I go along all the time. Learning curves, learning process. So, got a couple more trees here to fill up, and then we'll be back and see what's next. All right, so now I'm back, and I've got the trunks of the trees on here. I'm gonna let the trunks dry and the branches that I put in the treetops dry before I add some more treetop leaves there. So what's left is to add some grass. So gotta grab another little palette knife and make some green grass in there, but not too green because, you know, it's an autumn type deal. So we'll throw in some a little bit more brown in there because grass doesn't always stay green during that time, right? So we'll just add a little green here. And we'll get to painting again with the palette knife. So far for this one, for this painting, I've used nothing but, well, the underpainting I did use a brush. But once I started painting, it was my fingertips and palette knives. I'm trying to get better at all this, so we'll see. A lot of it is just trial and error. See what works, see what doesn't. You know, and then just kind of take it from there. And if you remember, underneath the grass, I had some, what I'm calling the tree trunk brown and the gold to simulate the sun shining on the ground and glimpses of the gold in there. So, alrighty, I'll come back to you when I do some more of this grass. Alright, so I've done the tree trunks, that's drying, the grass, bit of green, bit of gold, bit of brown in there to reflect the season. I'm going to come back and do a little bit of touch up on the leaves on the trees, and then I hope I'll be done. We shall see. One never knows. As an artist, you're always like, yeah, I'm done, and then it dries, or you see something and you want to go ahead and fix it again. So I'm done with all of that. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the lovely fingers here, and get some more golden stuff in the trees and see how that goes. Add a little bit more to this golden tree spot right here. Cover up some of the peekaboo branches in here. I'll see where that takes me. I know I have to add a bit more green to this one. That's for sure. I'm going to add the pearlized green for that. Doesn't matter that I still have some gold on my fingertips. I'm going to add this because I'm kind of blending it in. So I like the effect the fingerprints, the finger painting gives me on the leaves. Makes it feel a little bit whimsical to me. Also kind of gives it like that movement across, at least for me. I don't know about anybody else, but add some more gold in there in a minute. Now I know with this one, I wanted it to be a little bit shinier, so I'm going to add the actual gold versus the yellow ochre, if I can get this top open. Ooh, and that's a lot of leftover gold paint from the last go round. Let's see how that works here. There we go. Brighten that guy up a little bit. Also the pressure and the speed and whether or not I move my fingers around kind of helps. So some more green to this guy. That looks pretty good. Gotta be careful with the red because the red is so vibrant. I'll go ahead and hide some of the little peekaboos in here. And by peekaboos, I mean some of the branches. Bring that down a bit. Make it a little bit fuller. And not all the leaves are going to be symmetrical in there. Oh, looks like I got somebody coming into the studio.
Oh, are you filming? I'm sorry.
That's okay. So we'll go ahead and add a little bit more gold in there.
How cute.
Got a little red.
Oh, you can see me? Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Alrighty.
How cute.
Thank you, babe.
Might come back from the studio. She's security apparently.
Yeah. My daughter's dog is in here, and of course, a leaf blew, and she felt the need to go ahead and save us from that. Go ahead and bring this down a little. Like I said, when I think I'm done, I'm not. Add a little bit more of that. Take a little bit off. See what I need to add and where.